So if you are a content creator, you know that perhaps the number one thing that's important in any video is crystal clear, clean audio. But something also that is extremely important that sometimes we forget about is lighting. Lighting will make a heck of a difference in your video. Something as small as ambient lighting, such as these two little lights I have here behind me, that's creating a different hue, and this blue light right here by this fake tree. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you about my latest and greatest addition to my lighting kit, which is super affordable, and I think that you will totally love it. So let's jump right into this review. What's going on, everybody? This is Eddie, aka Mr. Eddie Nunez. Welcome back to another video, and thank you so much for hitting that play button. I truly appreciate when new subscribers and even my existing subscribers continue to watch my video. Never thought I would be in this YouTube journey and where it has gotten me so far. But today, speaking about getting far, I've been a partner now of ZHIYUN for a few months, and ZHIYUN is this creator brand that makes just so much different things that are useful in the creative space. Things like gimbals, tripods, I believe tripods, lighting. But ZHIYUN is definitely or ZHIYUN. Some people say ZHIYUN. I like to say ZHIYUN, the Hispanic way. But ZHIYUN is definitely known for their gimbals. Perhaps one that you might notice right away is the gimbal, the crane. I made a few videos on the crane. I'll link them right up here so you can check that out. But today we're talking about this incredible light kit here that comes so eloquently packaged. Let me move my MacBook here over to the side. This right here, this is the ZHIYUN C100, the CinePeer C100. And this is a one-stop shop when it comes to some of your lighting need. Sometimes all you need is that slight little light in your video. And it doesn't have to be something over the top. It doesn't have to be this huge, light with a soft box and a tripod. Sometimes all you need is just the slightest little light to make a difference. Perhaps it's a key light or hair light. Just a light overall. So in today's video, we're gonna be doing two different things. One is we're gonna be unboxing the CinePeer C100, and then we're gonna talk about just pricing and features. I'm not really gonna get into like all the technicals of lighting. I am not a light expert by any mean. In fact, just recently, I want to say in recent, I mean like the last year or two, I've really started to understand exposure. Like, what is lighting in video? Like, do you overexpose? Do you underexpose? And lighting is extremely critical when it comes to video. So this is going to be a fantastic addition to my kit. And I love, by the way, that everything ZHIYUN creates, they make it and they package it also well in its carrying case, making it super convenient to use and take with you on the go. The first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna unbox this, and we're gonna take out the actual CinePeer here, the ZHIYUN C100 CinePeer, and let's lay this right over here. And then we're gonna just quickly go over some of the things that it comes with. Obviously, it comes with a charger that you're gonna need to charge up the CinePeer. It comes here with a tripod mount. So it has a 1/4-20 at the bottom, and this is what you can use to mount this CinePeer on a tripod. You also get, which is very impressive, you get a grid here. And what this does is controls your lighting so that it is very, very directional. So for example, right now I do have a light on me on a softbox, and I do have a grid to control the light strictly on my face so that it's not just spreading all over the place. And what's also included is a little soft cover here. And this is extremely important so that you make the light softer and is not harsh on your subject, whether that's a product, yourself, etc. This comes in very handy. So now that we've unboxed the CinePeer C100 in this incredible package, let's put this aside and let's focus on the actual ZHIYUN C100. So it is a little heavy, but that's okay because here you have your light, you have your battery. This is battery operated. That's right. You don't have to always use this connected. But you also have here barn doors. So the accessories are not just what I showed you. It is a complete package. You have barn doors here. And what barn doors is good for is to control lighting as well. And you can control the direction of the light. Like, for example, if I have it facing towards my camera and I don't want it to go up to my ceiling, I can just simply close it like this and just be very directional. And this does come off as well. And we're gonna take it off just so you can see the light itself. And I just accidentally turned it on, but here you go. There you go. There's the lighting, and it is extremely bright. And this is at 20% right now. Let's lower it down to like 10%. So this is one of the cool modes that the light has. This is sort of this RGB mode, and it's going to be changing and going through different cycles. So we're gonna get through the modes in a second. So now that I switched to a standard mode, this is what the light looks like. This is daylight. So this is daylight. And by the way, you can adjust. Let me face it towards me so that it's not facing the camera, probably overexposing. But there's a little menu here which allows you to adjust all your different parameters. So you can adjust the mode that you're on. You can adjust the intensity. You can switch through the smart features that the light has, all through this controllable device right over here, which is really, really cool. And you can switch to all different modes. So this is not short of any modes at all. You have, just standard mode. You have SOS mode, which indicates or can replicate sort of like an emergency, right? You have like music mode where it's gonna constantly switch. And then you have your normal daylight mode. And this can change all different kelvins. So the highest it can go is 6,500 Kelvin, and the lowest it'll go is 2,700 Kelvin. So you can get, any sort of tones that you want. And it is extremely bright as well. So let me switch over to the intensity here. Right now, this is at a 2% intensity. And let's switch it perhaps to my fake palm tree here. And let's increase the intensity. And look what that does. Look at what that does. Look at this intensity. And not only can you switch the different modes, but you can also switch, and what I mean by modes is like your white balance mode. You can also switch to different types of RGB colors. So if you want, if you want a blue RGB, you have that. If you want, let's go to the modes here. If you want pink, if you want red, orange, you have the full spectrum here. The full spectrum of the lighting. It is extremely, extremely cool to just be able to use this light. And take notice of the incredible difference that it makes just having a key light. So for example, right now, I told you I have a light facing me. Here is now sort of this key light facing me. Let me see if I put it here by my windowsill. You can see that it is lighting me. Look at the difference there. Like, look at this image here with the light facing me. And I'm just gonna turn the light and face it opposite. And look how my face dims, and that's only at a 20%. So imagine the level of creativity that you can have with the CinePeer. And of course, you can make the light even softer by just using the softbox. So look at that. Look at the difference that it makes just using the softbox. And of course, you want to first use the grid before you put the softbox. I'm just doing this here for just illustration purposes. So as you can see, I'm very excited about the CinePeer from ZHIYUN. I mean, this for $299 is a tremendous value and bargain when you think about the endless possibility from a creative standpoint, how you can leverage this light. Lighting, as I mentioned at the beginning of my video, is extremely critical and important when creating any sort of video or even photography for photos. You can do so many different cool effects. Just the possibilities with lighting is freaking phenomenal. I can also see myself using this light for product photography or even B-roll, right? So if I'm showcasing a product here in the middle of my table and I want sort of an ambient light to go all around it or over it, this is the perfect light because as you can see, you can hold it with your hand. It does have a little bit of weight to it. I would say it's probably about like 4 pounds, but you're packing a whole bunch of light and an immersive battery here that's really makes the weight not really cumbersome at all. It's actually, you know, good that it has all these unique features. So as I looked at the overview of the light and some of the specs, I already covered some of these items, but just in case I didn't, let's go through it again. This has a ultra long battery life. It has 6 4,500 milliamp hour batteries located right here, right in this tube. And that's why I guess you feel sort of that weight because it has 6 different packs of batteries here to ensure that you can use this for a lengthy shoot and for whatever your creative needs are. You can use the ZY Vega app to control this light. So you can download the app and you have a full array of features and customizations that you can apply to the light, whether it's to change your Kelvin value or change to different modes, to creative modes. And speaking of modes, you have that full array of RGB, but you also have SOS mode, you have music mode, you have sort of like this light pattern mode, several different modes that you can leverage on the CinePeer 100. In terms of the modes, I do want to go ahead and mention all the modes that it has because I think that's really important when thinking about whether you should buy this light here or perhaps a cheaper light. This does have color replacement, color chasing, single color movement, 2 color movement, 3 color movement, and 7 color flow. That's freaking impressive and awesome. It also has scene lighting effects, and you have the SOS mode, paparazzi, TV, a broken bulb, lighting, candle, color breathing, color cycle, color flashing, color temperature breathing, color temperature cycle, and color temperature flashing. All of these unique modes are fully controllable using the in-body menu here or going right through your ZY Vega app. It is very easy to do. And from a longevity perspective, when thinking about battery life, this will last you approximately 54 minutes when using at 100 watts. When at 50 watts can last you 129 minutes. And when using at 20 watts, which is the wattage that I had when I had like sort of the key light exposing me here, it can last you 338 minutes, which is pretty impressive when you compare this to the competition. Now, this is also equipped with what ZHIYUN is calling the Mark II Smart Cloud Electronic Back Pressure Cooling System. What that truly means is that it does have a heat sink. So obviously this strong output is going to generate a lot of heat. So it does have heat sinks to help it keep it cool. And it has an inverter fan. So it has 9 inverter fans all built into the light here, which is pretty amazing. And as I shared, you're getting a complete kit with the CinePeer. You're getting a carrying case, you're getting the light itself, you're getting the U-shaped light shade, you're getting barn doors, you're getting a diffuser, and you're getting your charging gear. So for $299, this is quite a bargain, and I highly recommend that you check this out because lighting is extremely critical and extremely important when making any sort of video or photography, it is quite essential besides audio sound. So I want to thank ZHIYUN for allowing me the opportunity to create this video way past release. ZHIYUN, I know this released like 2 months ago, just haven't had really the time to fully review it, but I have been having a blast just leveraging it. So for that, I appreciate the partnership. And you, my audience, if you have any questions about using this or sort of any feedback about this light, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below. In the description, I've also linked direct links to this ZHIYUN CinePeer, and I perhaps can even get you a discount code. I'm not sure if it expired because again, I am like 2 months past due date when it comes to this deliverable, but I did want to go ahead and make this video and recommend the C100 because I truly believe in it. I think it's an awesome product and you should check it out for yourself. So thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.